Luke, I know you guys aren't opening up the playbook a ton today, but just in terms of that and getting out there and slinging it around a little bit, what did it kind of feel like? And how did it kind of feel just to be out in front of some fans again?
Man, it was awesome. Getting out and, like you said, in front of some fans, and having everybody out there, offense versus defense. It was a lot of fun. Definitely, a different environment from the normal practice setting. So that was really cool to just kind of get out there, have some crowd noise, have some energy from the stadium and from the fans. And really just go out there and play ball. And that's what we did today, and it was a lot of fun. A lot of guys did a lot of great things, on both sides of the ball, special teams as well. So we're just looking to build off of this going into the summer and get ready to go play ball this fall.
Colin Taylor.
Luke, Coach Beamer named you the starting quarterback, said you're the starting quarterback right now coming into spring. Does that mean anything to you? And I guess what is your next step as you get into the summer as, I guess, the de facto starter right now?
I don't think it really means much right now. It's coming out of spring ball. We had a lot of good things, and I know there's a lot of stuff for me personally to get better at. Just to improve myself going into the summer, and then going into the fall once we get into camp. So I really don't consider whether starting or not. It's really just about coming into work each and every single day with the desire to get better and to make everybody around me better. Whether that be me, whether that be Jason, whether it be Colton, Connor, whoever it is, just make everybody better, and myself included. So that's really what I'm going to continue to do. Just come into work and do as much as I can to bring the energy and bring guys with me.
Eric Boynton.
Luke, any part of today disappointing in the fact that you weren't able to just split up into two completely different rosters and really go at it over a 4-quarter game? Was that a little disappointing that just due to the sheer number of available bodies, it was more of a, just a halftime scrimmage than a halftime practice?
Yeah, I think it was it just comes down to putting the guys out there that we knew could go play. Obviously, we got some guys that are injured, and our numbers are down a little bit. So we really weren't too concerned about splitting teams up and going at it for 4 quarters. It was just more about getting out there and competing, and that was in the form of just regular offense versus defense, with special teams in the middle and some competition stuff at the very end. So that's what we're about. We're about competition, and we're about being physical and being tough. And we had a long day, long little bit this afternoon. So we got put in some good situations, and had some different looks that we were able to get into just to continue to compete, continue to get better, and just make each other better.
Dick Cox.
Luke, I know this is your first spring game, and Coach Beamer tried to make it as game-like as possible in the new system and all. What did you learn from today? Things that maybe you need to work on going into the fall?
I think, just with what we had going in today, I was really proud of the way we were able to run the ball. And that's a big credit to the offensive line. That's a big credit to Zaquandre and Jaheim. Those two guys, man, they had one heck of a day. With Jaheim stepping in from, playing the tight end position to, going and playing some running back for us. That was huge. And Zaquandre, his energy and enthusiasm on the field every single day, that's kind of what y'all saw this afternoon. That's him every single day, whether that be in practice or the weight room. That's him. So I was really, really proud of our guys, from that standpoint. And obviously throwing the ball, we were able to get in some good situations and move the chains a lot. So that was good to see, and we're just going to keep getting in the film room, going out and doing walkthroughs and stuff over the summer, and just really, really continuing to perfect our craft and as an offense, and come out in fall and being ready to execute. So,
Ben Portnoy.
Luke, kind of on that, obviously you didn't have a full stable of running backs today, but as you're progressing as a young quarterback and taking over the starting job and having those guys behind you, I guess just how much does that help to be able to have that kind of balance things out and have a group of guys that you can rely on and to kind of balance things out as you go?
Yeah, I said, that the run game that we had today was explosive, and that really helps us, especially open up the pass game. We were able to establish the run really early, in the first couple plays of the first drive, and even going into the next couple series, we were able to establish the run and just continue to pound it. And I really think that opened up different opportunities to get the ball in space to our playmakers, and which we were able to do. But I think our run game was just so explosive today that we were just going to keep it on the ground and keep it rolling. But having those guys back there, and with Kevin, Marshawn, Rashad Amos coming back, I mean, those guys are going to give us a lot of help too. So they also have a pretty big role in the pass game. We like to get the back out in space, and they also help out a good deal in protection. So just having those guys back there, and they're guys that are really tuned into their job and what they need to do. So it's going to be a lot of fun with them.
Colin Taylor.
Luke, you mentioned Jason a little bit. Just he obviously showed why he's here and showed some arm talent today. What have you seen from him in terms of the mental side of things and being able to pick up the playbook over the last couple of weeks?
Man, Jason had himself a day, and that was really awesome to see, because he's a guy that comes in every single day and just puts his head down and works. Man, he and being able to adjust on the fly is something that he's really good at. Just getting thrown in there and playing ball is kind of his thing, and it's really cool to see, because he gets out there and just he just executes. He does what he does, and you can see the results of it are really positive. So I was really happy for him, and just really proud of him and the way that he was able to go in there and execute and get some things done. So that was awesome.
John Dell.
Hey, Luke, is what Jaheim showed on the field today kind of what you've seen, all spring?
Yeah, no doubt. Jaheim's a playmaker, man, and that's really if you had to describe him in one word, as a playmaker. He's dynamic. You can put him out in slot, you can put him at tight end, you can put him at running back like we did. We can run the ball with him, pass block with him, get him out in the open in space. He's dynamic and he's special, and he's going to be a guy that is gonna do a lot for us this season, and have a lot of success doing it. So I know we're all really excited to continue to get him better, and just put him in great positions for him to have success.
Colin Taylor.
Luke, Jaheim and Zaquandre both describe what they do as the Florida stick. As a guy that is not from Florida, how would you describe it? And just is that something that they discuss pretty frequently?
I think that's just like I said earlier about Zaquandre, man. That's him. That's who he is. That's Jaheim. That's who he is. They come out every single day with some swagger. They come out every single day with joy, with energy to be out there, and they just go make plays, man. They're playmakers, and they have natural ability to go do it. So it's definitely a lot of fun when you can see it in action, like we did today. But just seeing that every single day, and seeing them bring that in every single thing that they do, whether it be meetings, workouts, walkthroughs, practice, they do it 100 miles per hour, and they have a lot of fun doing it. So, I can't wait to, continue to have them out there, and, keep getting energy from them. So,
John Dell.
Luke, Coach Beamer, I think he had a recent conversation with some guys from the SEC network, and they asked him, what quarterback kind of reminds him of you, and he said Jalen Hurts because of your athletic ability and his athletic ability. When you hear that type of comparison, just what do you think of?
I mean, that's definitely a big honor. And Coach Beamer, for him to say that's awesome, and that means a lot to me. I remember watching Jalen whenever he was at Alabama, at Oklahoma, just in the things that he did and the way that he was able to operate the offense, and really just go out and make plays. That was something I always aspired to do when I got to this level, and definitely seeing the the kind of film that he puts up. Especially now in the NFL, just what he's doing, that means a lot to me, and I definitely will take that into consideration, just in the way that I go out there and play. But that's pretty cool.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Luke, and that is a wrap from down here.